do? Now we usually do a Detroit after dark around this time, but I want y'all to listen. Shouts out to everybody. Hope everybody having a cool night. Much love to my God. This Crystal is cool over there in California. Love. Should be going on 9 o'clock over there, I think. I think it's going on 5 o'clock over there in the UK. Shouts out to everybody. But
we can be summed up in one word: evil.
Renowned Road One production.
I am committed to defeating not only the good work of charities, but the values that will bring lasting peace. And we have a great opportunity during this time of war to lead the world towards suicide and murder. Let's roll.
Double bit of bumpers to the motherfucking makeup. Motherfuckers out here better wake up. The government's out here trying to make us put a damn mask on when I wake up. Put the shit in the wrongs and thank them. What the fuck going on? They drain us. In the Lord for the mission they hang us. What the fuck going on? Simulation in the matrix. This world is a fabrication. Most don't really wanna face it, so you just smoke and drink and keep banging. While I smoke and drink and keep thinking. Meditation and affirmation. What I'm trying for the extermination. Gotta walk around with determination. Release of my powers, unlocking my chakras, manifesting this chopper, knock your head out of your Honda. Look, don't give a fuck, don't give a shit. Fuck the government, they can suck a dick. You motherfuckers that love the government, all motherfuckers like snuffle up and get stuck to sucking shit. Like McDonald's, bitch, you're loving it, and the puzzle it. So brainwashed by this fucking government, CIA, NSA, those motherfuckers want your head down. When you can't be the fucking name, time to change the game.
Renowned Road One production.
Speech dead, nigga. Middle finger to the fed, niggas. Take a motherfucking voice and get him in the head. Hey. Freedom of speech dead, nigga. Middle finger to the fed, niggas. Take a motherfucking voice and go get him in the head, nigga. Could we have a fucking choice? Find another platform, make some noise. That's just what we said, nigga. Better turn off the TV. Everything turn to PC, the PP. Till we get the 1-3. What the 1-3 mean? Secret society. Let's get the formalities. They come from brutality. We live in the world of causality. And I see the duality and the symbolism. We both have bloods, call them mini missiles. Let me spit the rhyme, make many ripples. Indigenous fortunes got me in the triple. I ain't talking shit, the ministry official. I'm a lyrical miracle, nigga, plain and simple. I'm a spiritual, metaphysical being, nigga. From a being who called the human being, nigga. Got status and status above a king, nigga. This celebrity is not a fucking dream, nigga. Let me spit the rhyme, make you mean, nigga. Black Tony Stark, you know what I mean, nigga. From the Facebook, from the YouTube, and the freedom of speech, yeah, nigga. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Put a nigga to the bed, niggas. Take a motherfucking voice and go hit him in the head, nigga. Freedom of speech is gone. Better live alone. Better hold on the phone, leave a motherfucking brain gone. For real. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Put a nigga to the bed, niggas. Take a motherfucking voice and go hit him in the head, nigga. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Sing it from it out. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Sing it from it out. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Put a nigga to the bed, niggas. Take a motherfucking voice and go hit him in the head, nigga. Find another platform, make some noise. Middle finger to the YouTube. Middle finger to the IG. Freedom of speech is dead, nigga. Look, I'm on my God status, bitch. Middle finger to the feds and the government. Prime ministers, yeah, y'all can get it too. Dictators toss the motherfuckers off the roof, Bolay. And the rest Illuminati bitches. Fuck the rap gang, bitch, I'm staying in the kitchen. Listen, hope you niggas I can pay attention. The powers that be control how you fucking living. Fuck the shit. They don't got no comprehension. They rather be a fucking slave to the opposition. You won't have a fucking home or a pop a pissin'. You just a guinea pig with all this experimenting. Eugenics sounds so scientific. Look it up, bet you find out it's not terrific. My lyrics turn into hieroglyphics. When I spit it, summon up a bunch of spirits. I shade, calling up my ancestors. Killing all enemies for their transgressions. Taking out facilities with some mad weapons. RPG, nigga, dog, we ain't half-stepping, killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. Fuck you motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. We killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment. With the government, I'm here to change the game, rearrange the game. Disappear like David Blaine, I hate your lanes. Come through with razor blades. To the government, ain't getting sprayed with K's. I spray for days. Going to war, machete for swords. Kicking the door, get on the floor. Bitch, nigga, really drilling, fulfilling, killing these evil villains. Throw them off of a building, now I'm the villain. Give me the billions. These bitches is dark witches and warlocks. Reptilians, Zeta Grays can get popped. I'm dominating the game, making the shit hot. I'm dominating in the world, making this shit rock. Killing eugenics, killing eugenics. Fuck the motherfucking government experiment bitches. They'll be killing eugenics, they'll be killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. They'll be killing eugenics, we killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. They'll be killing eugenics, we killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment, bitch.
Do what they say, shorty. On my life, do what they say, shorty. Do what they say. Put your hands on, shorty. Do what they say, shorty. Do what they say, shorty.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Born from the fire, now I gotta scorch ya. Broke the shackles off my mind, it was torture. Gave up poverty, my mother was on that crack shit. Father wasn't there, and I understand why he left this. Tried to stay in school, but I couldn't. Dropped out 10th grade, get out with a woman. Played weed like a violin, and now I'm in. Being deep in some hoes, smoking this sipping gin. Now I'm rapping and trapping, getting this money, Then the chocolate chick gon' be the terror, Now the drama, my baby mama, she brought me trauma. Take the good with the bad, thank God for my daughter. Hurricane be the name, I'm on some rebel shit. With this rhetoric, you will witness the embellishment. So they settle this bunch of shots with this metal kit. Fuck the government, y'all niggas ain't ready, bitch. Life full of struggles, yeah, made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make it go what we about. Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make it go what we about.
Yeah. You know what we about, Mr. Fuck the government, the president, we loading rounds. Real niggas never need a license to crash out. All these guns in this bitch, a black market in his house. Immortal like Ben, but I will black out. Illuminati's most wanted on that list right now. I'll squeeze the blick till it click right now. You standing on the wrong side of genocide right now. Yeah. Loyal to the truth, I die about it. If I die today, my mama wouldn't cry about it. My bitch kicked me out of house, I won't lie about it. I be praying, but I guess God forgot about me. I be thinking about selling my soul, I ain't proud about it. Realest nigga in the room, you ain't bout it. Blow down a billionaire on the block, watch him count around him. I see death around the corner, ain't no way around it.
Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, man, you know what we about. Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, man, you know what we about. Rise of the legends, legendary classics. Storytelling bars going straight to the masses. Flow is the badness, nigga cannot surpass this. I've been rapping since '02, so understand this. With my synthesis, I'm the infamous, intricate rippers. Everybody know I'm the illest bitch. Call it up low key, we on the scene quick. Got the AR-15 with the beam, bitch. Beat this, the government and they cheap tricks. Pit bulls to chew them up like some beef sticks. See this, I throw kicks in my street kicks. Handing out these bays, telling to keep this. Be sick, and all it to do is street mix. From two cold brothers from the street, bitch. Better watch your tone, don't see the heat quick. Make your head disappear, now that's a neat trick.
My life, they would never take my life. My life, they would never take my life.
Phenom Road 1 production.
They would never take my life.
Yes, I'm an unstoppable force. Back in the day, I rapped on the top of the porch. Used to dream of the mansion and be driving the Porsche. Getting triple platinum albums on the cover of a Source. Used to wanna be on stage, get a couple awards. In the VIP section with a couple of whores. Used to wanna hit the mall, buy a couple of stores. Looking fresh, only God, it's a party for sure. Used to wanna be on stage with the coolest of legends. Have a new concert, go from 2 to 11. On the stage all night with these lyrical weapons. Some message in my bars, teach you spiritual lessons. Used to wanna do cameos and couple of flicks. Soundtrack of the movie on the billboard, bitch. But it's all just a dream, had to wake up quick. Get back to the money, gotta pop this lick. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those tips. Had to go get them licks. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those tips. Had to go hit them licks. Now I'm on the block flipping nose and bows. Doing shows with hoes. They was on the flow for show. Getting blow with your nose. She took off her clothes and blowed on my clothes slow. I'm about to overload, explode in the throw hole. She wanna go for more, let's go. A couple rounds and then we gotta hit the stove. It's a more Patron. Think about the song is on, was on, is on. Baby gonna moan till dawn, from dusk till dawn. She the vampire in here. She became my baby mama, I ain't seen her in years. After all I've been through, man, I wish she was here. Call her out, how she brought my fucking daughter to tears. Many years of my life, man, I suffered the silence. Got the hold in my wrath, man, I wanna be violent. So I redirect my energy to rip an environment. And I dedicate my soul to the Rebel Alliance. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out them low like pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out them low like pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. Call my name, game ain't gonna remain the same. I remain deranged, every lane remain the same. You in major pain, surgically arrange your brain like a Saw movie. You wanna see your heinous thing? I'ma take your veins, stop you like you laced and chained. Your face retain the bomb when the feds come save. The feds contain everything explode the bits, souls to miss. Everything goes to shit. My flow is sick, exposing every government. You better read the Rockefeller Secret Covenant. In other sense, the world was designed like this. They the reason why I gotta walk around like this. Revolution, motherfucker, that's the sound I'm with. I'm about to hit a world leader with a roundhouse kick. Lifting up, cops going through a townhouse, bitch. What a rebel sound like, bitches sound like this. My life,
I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life. I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life. I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life. I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass mix. My life. Never take my life. My life. Never take. My life. Never take my life. Hey. My life. You can see the fucking fire beside. I came here to bring you alive, and I arrive. I'm a bigger, can you stomach your life? You go to wish that I dig in the ride. I survive all the shit that I've been through. Lost my mother, lost my motherfucking crib too. Lost my brother to the motherfucking streets, dude. He ain't dead yet, but he get damn food. Lost a couple of friends because of DJ Live. I told niggas that BS them was taking everybody money and showed them relevant nothing because the motherfuckers disappeared. Ain't that motherfucking funny? Look at the dummies up in the politics of political reconnaissance. I'm demolishing the government arguments at the parliament. To the audience, I'm the god of storms. You better watch your tone when you talk again. Send the fiery rain. We ain't cooking through everything. And everybody gonna feel the fucking pain. Better stay in your lane. My wrath will never change. Do it in the name of the hurricane. Look in my eyes, and can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain and I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside? I've been through pain, but I came out alive. Look at the times, and can you see all the government lies? The propaganda keep the touch in your mind. And every time I spit a rhyme, it will feel like a knife hitting your spine. Bring it back every time, but draw the line in the center against the government. Do it with the 2 pistols and I'm loving it. All the NPCs gonna get fucking hit. You the sheep, I'm a slaughterhouse, little bitch. Scared of the curfew, scared of the bird flu, scared of a drone springing shit just to hurt you. Who to refer to, who to return to. Hurricane coming and I'm coming to murder you. Killing with lyrics is from the spirit, my spiritual lyrical lyrics will cause a revolution. You dig it because the government tripping, you better listen. Let go of religion and be a rebel, time to go on a mission. Look in my eyes, look at you see, go the power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see, go the power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see, go the power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see, go the power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see, go the power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside, the bit through pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes. Better look in my eyes. Better look in my eyes of the hurricane. These the eyes of the hurricane. Look in my eyes. These are eyes of the hurricane. In the eye of the hurricane. It's the eyes of the hurricane. Gotta go through this pain and trauma, unleashing the greater karma. I stay with the great katana and all black faded dharma. The dark night, the slaying, y'all put the weapon, can break my armor. I'm bringing the greatest slaughter. You better pray to the Father. I'd rather become a martyr for all of you. Kill the government, all of them target them with my arsenal, blasting them in the particles, reading it all in articles. Hurricanes, the revolutionary die, bringing pain, stay in your lane if you scared to die. Take the fear about your eyes, take it out your mind. While your third eye goes because it's calcified. Fuck the Hollywood life, I will be sacrificed. Life divine, girlie, you gotta testify. If I knock on your door, so you better ride. Cause the government try to take all my fucking lives. Poison water, they poison food, poison in the sky. It's time to ride or die. You better grab a nine. My day of 15, fucking modified. With a 4-time cannon to take a lot of lives. Y'all scared the resolution, but we gotta try. If I gotta die, go survive. This is gonna fly. On the battlefield, swinging blades, but I feel alive. Spitting rhymes up in the booth, I'm not killing time. Try to enhance the flames that we feel inside. With this elemental flame, they gon' get burned alive. By the cosmic hurricane, bitch, I am divine. Spitting rebel vibes every time, keep my soul alive. High level vibes every line, keep your soul in mind. See the pain and trauma inside, but you will survive. See the pain and trauma inside, but you will survive. See the pain and trauma inside, but you will survive. You will survive. You will survive.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision, multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work, in the work, I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put in work, I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fucking mulligan, only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter, using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter, let's take matters from earth to space battles, like an anime, from Sunday through Saturday, using alchemy, playing with magic like I'm a fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards, they get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours, they look sour. Heard the game, it's like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'm a conquer, enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering, hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple, using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good into light sickles or slice missiles. Cut the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through the stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Make you take it, you hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. You hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better take thyself, better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Hurricane 313.
Do I gotta put my life on wax? Do I gotta spit shit to keep my mind on track? Traumatized by the life I live, growing up as a project kid. Look, tell them something.
Several times my troubled mind can't comprehend. So with this pad and pen, I write the pain within. Flame shit, rip it through the pain with. Split kicks so quick, it make you rage quit. Look, the mental change you gotta break quick. Because the media got you on that fake shit. Face this, the military and spaceships. Spray shit, the air smelling like paint chips. I ain't playing, this some real shit. The government deserve to catch a full clip. Don't gotta spit fast, this a slow mix. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government.
Hurricane 313.
So I gotta put my life on track. Tell you about the government, how you must react. Break backs like veins in the back and all black. I'm just telling my people to fight back. Look, they gonna label me a terrorist because the words I say is fucking perilous. They gon' pay for their arrogance. Gonna feed them the Cerebus, the embarrassment. Heard he worship the Cerebus, now you perishing. Shot his ass from a distance, I am the arrowman. Anti-heroin, busting shots from a caravan. Supernatural, I kill demons and seraphims. With the cool Winchester, model 7-0, you should've known better. Don't gotta spit fast, it's that slow mix. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government.
We'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of the day as we along with all your classic rock favorites.
Hurricane 313.
We're gonna play one more, then we're gonna get off into
Production.
what we gonna listen to. Hope y'all get some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Meditate by the sunshine. Gotta ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck a brother dominated, I am the real pain. Being fighting the storms, I'm breaking the pain. I will never refrain from using the power of my game, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, we got this world locked down. Fire fella, eradicate, got me mad again, sad again. Can we destroy these evil savages? Sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all emasculate, can't even fathom it. I'm creating better advantages, smoking cannabis. Load up the cage, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. Fuck the government, nigga, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fuck they call me Dr. White. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fuck they call me Dr. White. Occupying the daily, my gun is heavy. Suspicion is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My arm is Chevy, equipped with the human beam, another level. Coming through to see me like twisted metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen to government, it's the opposition. Way the kind of pick a minute, I never finish, I can replenish. Powers will never diminish. They using magic to broadcast in all the masses. So I'm blasting all you fucking evil bastards. To the masters, above earth or in the earth. Y'all better disperse or you getting murked. Fuck it, I'ma hack the system, blast the system. That will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, master pistols, have to live ya. And the fucking world won't miss you.
Hey, fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really want to ride tonight against the government? Fuck it, call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really want to ride tonight against the government? Fuck it, call me Dr. Blight.
Phenom Rogue One production.
All right, first video. First things first, shouts out to everybody coming through. And shouts out to everybody who's going to watch this on the playback. Hope y'all get something out of this. And you already know what it is. Take the truth, apply it to your life, keep it rolling. Shouts out to everybody that fuck with my content, no matter if it's my music, professional, or parody, HHN Special Reports, Detroit After Dark, Fuck the Government Podcast, Matrix versus Reality, my top 15 countdown, my celebrity reviews, and my TV show reviews. Shouts out to everybody that fucks with either some of my content or all my content, or maybe just my music alone. Shouts out to everybody fucking with me. Sometimes I do what I'm about to do right now to let motherfuckers know that outside of music, art, literature, and podcasting, I am into the esoteric. I am into narcissism. I am into the shamanism. I'm into a whole bunch of other shit that is outside the shit that I was brainwashed with, which was Christianity. There is other shit out there, you know, and understanding learning everything about yourself. Know thyself. Once you know thyself, you will know God. You will know the universe. Otherwise, read some books, learn some shit, apply it to your life, act accordingly. Only fuck with what works. You know? So, let's get it. Shouts out to everybody coming through. I know people probably coming in, leaving out. It's all good. But I guarantee you this, ain't nobody motherfucking about to play what I'm about to play.
Start with the most dangerous idea Swan ever proposed. It wasn't about spies. It was about you. Swan believed that the human species, every single one of us, possesses a superpower. He didn't see psychic ability as a gift for the chosen few. He saw it as a species phenomenon. That means it's in your DNA. It's in your blood. It's innate. So, if we are all walking around with the ability to read minds and see across the world, why aren't we doing it? Why are we stuck here, paying taxes and arguing on the internet? Swan had a word for it: mind programming. He stood on stage and asked a room full of people a terrifying question: are your minds programmed? He didn't wait for an answer.
If you can't train the mind, what can you do? I mean, we can train the mind. I mean, we can program the mind. Are your minds programmed? Yeah, mine was programmed. And I believed everything when I was a kid that was put into it. Whose minds here are not programmed? I shouldn't ask these questions.
He argued that from the moment we are born, society, education, and culture act as a dampener. They systematically shut down the hardware we were born with.
You know, we can get born, we can be mind programmed to think this way or that and everything. Part of the mind programming says don't use these special things. You might become a telepath and find out everybody's secrets. So, you know, close that down at least.
Imagine that world for a second. A world where secrets are impossible. A world where the government, the corporation, your neighbor, and your spouse cannot lie to you because you can see the truth. That That is a dangerous world for the people in charge. And so, the programming tells us, close that down. Swan pointed out that this isn't a human universal, it's a Western failure. He pointed to the shamans of the Russian steppes. He pointed to the sages of Tibet. He pointed to the Aborigines of Australia. He said the Aborigines sit around their fires, time tripping, space tripping, going everywhere. They nurture these abilities. We suppress them. We are the only culture that takes a Ferrari, removes the engine, cuts the brake lines, and then tells everyone it's a bicycle. Swan noted that this programming is so deep, we don't even realize we're doing it. We judge remote viewing by externalized evidence. Did you get the target right? Did you guess the card? But we fail to judge it by the amazing extensive awarenesses of our subtle sensing systems. We are judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree, because we have been programmed to believe the ocean doesn't exist. If we break the programming, what do we find? If you strip away the conditioning, what is the human machine actually capable of? Ingo Swann didn't just rely on mysticism, he relied on hard science. He was obsessed with electrochemical physiology, neurobiology, and photon reception. He knew the specs of the human body better than the doctors did. And here is the bombshell. You were taught in kindergarten that you have 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. Swan called this the 5-sense bouquet, and he called it garbage. He referenced a book called Deciphering the Senses, which cataloged the reality of our biology.
You know what a receptor is? Help me out. Oh, yeah. Those are called organs, by the way. Here are the organs. Eyes, ears, taste, blah, blah, blah. The human with 5 physical sensing organs. Y'all believe that? Remote viewing doesn't fit in there. You better not believe it. There's no place in here for remote viewing, and the skeptics used to say, it doesn't exist, it doesn't fit here. This book came out in 1984, and I wish we'd had it during the 70s at SRI. But here is Deciphering the Senses. You should, if you're all buying books, you should try to get a copy of this book.
Swan stated that researchers have identified not 5, but 17 sensing systems. 17. You are ignoring 12 channels of reality every single second of your life. Swan described the human body in a way that sounds like science fiction. He said, "You're a walking receptor machine of millions and millions of receptors." He pointed out that we have skin receptors that detect balance and imbalance of what is external to the body. He said, we have neurological receptors for interpreting modulated electronic information. You are literally a walking antenna. But the math is where it gets terrifying. Swan cited a book called The User Illusion. He dropped a statistic that should keep you awake at night. He said that in any given second, your sensory systems, those millions of receptors, transmit 11 million bits of information to your brain. Now, how many of those bits does your conscious mind, the part of you that thinks it's in charge, actually process? Swan gave the number. During any given second, we consciously process only 16 of the 11 million bits. 16 out of 11 million. You are effectively blind. You are seeing a pixel when you should be seeing a picture. Swan said the implication is clear. The conscious part of us receives much less information than the unconscious part of us. The telepathy, the remote viewing, the intuition, it's all happening in the 10,999,984 bitses that you are ignoring. Swan urged us to trust our conscious and pursue our intuitions, because that gut feeling is actually data. It's the only way to access the rest of the stream. So if the data is coming in, where is it being processed? If we have 17 senses, where are the organs? Swan identified one specific piece of biological hardware that is the key to everything. The pineal gland. Now, you've heard about the third eye in yoga and meditation, but Swan wasn't talking about chakras. He was talking about biology. He said, the pineal gland is in the middle of your head, about wasn't speaking metaphorically. He claimed that the pineal gland contains receptors that act as non-visual photoreceptors. He called it what it is, X-ray vision. But it doesn't just see through walls. It sees through time and geology. Swan stated that the pineal receptors detect solar and lunar rhythms, solar flares and sunspots. Think about that. Your brain is physically detecting explosions on the surface of the sun, 93 million miles away, in real time. But it gets worse, or better, depending on how you look at it. Swan claimed that these receptors sense forthcoming tidal forces, sense actual and forthcoming storms and earthquakes. He said, if you can sense earthquakes coming, your pineal gland is doing that. He admitted that when he discovered this, it came like a bolt out of the blue. This transforms the human being from an observer into a planetary instrument. You aren't just living on the Earth. Your brain is wired into its tectonic plates. You are wired into the solar system. The hardware for prophecy, for sensing the future disaster, is sitting right there, in the center of your skull, filtered out by a mind program that tells you it's impossible. If the hardware in your head is capable of talking to the sun, surely it can talk to the world right in front of you. Before Ingo Swann became the government's secret weapon at SRI, he walked into a laboratory in New York City that changed his life. It was the lab of Cleve Baxter, a man who had become famous or notorious, depending on who you asked for, hooking plants up to polygraph machines. Now, Swann was a skeptic. He walked in thinking this was a joke. He looked at the equipment, the wires, the Dracaena plant sitting in the corner, and he asked Baxter a simple question. Who's going to affect the plant? Baxter didn't blink. He looked Swann in the eye and said, "You are." The instruction was terrifyingly simple. Baxter didn't tell Swann to touch the plant. He didn't tell him to yell at it. He told him to sit there and simply think about burning the plant's leaf. Just the thought. The intent. Swann sat down. He focused. He visualized a match. He visualized the fire. He tells us exactly what happened next.
And so I met him and said, I'd love to see that. So he brought me to his lab and I said, who's going to affect the plant? And he said, you are. And so I said, well, gee. So, and then he said, just think of burning this plant's leaf. And I did. And the machine thing just went off the scale, indicating that the plant was responding to my thoughts of harm. I didn't ever burn the plant. And we learned that if the plant figures out that you don't mean it, then it doesn't respond anymore. And that's kind of high-grade consciousness, I think. Anyhow, then Cleve suggested I try to influence bits of metals and gases in little canisters and things, and he set up a number of experiments like that. And I have prepared this little schematic here. You'll see if you put metal in this little canister here, and then it goes into this electric potential detector, and it'll have a typical sine wave on the outprint. It just goes like this, unless something happens that causes its electrical potential to shift. Do you get that? Is that easy enough to understand?
We treat nature like furniture. But Swann is telling us that the fern in your living room knows the difference between a lie and a threat. It means that consciousness isn't something that happens in your head. It's a field. It's a signal. And the air between you and me isn't empty space, it is thick with thought. Swann later expanded this concept. He realized that our bodies are constantly emitting signals we ignore. He talked about pheromones, noting we exude them from our armpits. He talked about sex vibes that are so fleeting, lasting less than half a second, that our conscious mind misses them, but our biology tracks them perfectly. We are swimming in a sea of information, constantly broadcasting our intentions to every living thing around us, and we are the only ones in the room who don't know it's happening. With abilities like this, with a mind that could trigger a polygraph from across the room, Ingo Swann became the most valuable asset in the Cold War, and he became the most dangerous one. For 19 years, Ingo Swann ceased to be a private citizen. He became a biological instrument for the United States government. He describes his life in the laboratories as a prison of his own making. He said, "My career in laboratories lasted for 19 years and wrecked my life." He wasn't just sitting in a room guessing cards. He was being pushed to the absolute limit of human endurance. He describes working with Dr. Gertrude Schmeidler, doing over 200,000 trials in a single year. 200,000 times he had to push his mind out of his body to identify targets, colors, and temperatures. He proved he could alter the physical world. In one experiment, he was tasked with changing the temperature of a thermometer, sealed inside a thermos bottle, inside a 5-gallon drum. He didn't touch it. He just focused. And he succeeded. The electrical potential of the target changed. He broke the statistical models. He proved that the mind is a physical force. But what did he get for his service? Did he get a medal? Did he get a parade? No. He got erased. He worked with the CIA. He worked with the Defense Intelligence Agency. He went to the Pentagon and screamed at the officials, telling them to grow up. The Russians are doing it, so you better get on the line here. He gave them everything. He gave them the roadmap to the human soul. And they took it, stamped it, classified, and threw him away. Swan's bitterness is palpable in these tapes. He says, "It became classified, so I couldn't talk about it anymore, and later on, everybody forgot about me because of that." He describes how the parts of his life he loved, his art, his writing, his humanity, were given short shrift because the machine needed him to be a weapon. He became, in his own words, a walking analysis factory. The government stripped him of his mystery and turned him into a data set. They didn't want the man, they wanted the mechanic. And when the Cold War ended, when the threat of Soviet psychic spies faded, they left Ingo Swann in the dark, a man who knew too much about the universe to ever live a normal life again. But you can't lock up a mind that knows how to walk through walls. They could classify his files, they could hide his experiments, but they couldn't stop him from leaving the building. In his later years, Ingo Swann stopped caring about thermos bottles and Russian submarines. He looked up. He started talking about the astral body and the ability to travel not just across town, but across the universe. When a woman once asked him if he could go out of his body, Swann laughed. He looked at her and said, "Sweetheart, just because you're here, I'm having one of my few-in-the-body experiences." He wasn't using a metaphor. He claimed, "I am not this body in terms of consciousness." He stated that consciousness is a traveler, and consciousness can go places where the body cannot. One of these, of course, is the far galaxies. Swann began to paint what he saw. He created massive, swirling depictions of other worlds, of energies that the human eye isn't supposed to see. He described this state as distant seeing, or using the Sanskrit term siddhi, meaning attainment or power. He categorized the ability to fly over the earth, or enter body and mind of another, not as miracles, but as technical skills that had been lost to history. He creates a distinction here that changes everything. He talks about the outside versus the inside. We are trained to obsess over the outside, the physical world, the objects, the phenomena. But Swann argues that the inside your internal universe is the real mechanism. He says, we're all insiders. He challenges us to look at a simple mental image. He asks the audience to visualize an oval, then turn it red, then turn it blue, then put the face of someone they hate inside it. He asks, how did you do that? Nobody knows. Science can't explain how you create a red oval in your mind. And if you can create a reality in your head, Swann argues you can connect that reality to the one out there. You are a creator engine, masked as a biological drone. So, why does this matter? Why should you care about the ramblings of a man who spent 20 years staring at thermos bottles? Because Ingo Swann left us a prediction. He didn't say this technology would die with him. He said it was just beginning. He predicted that in the next 30 years, we would see a convergence. A moment where science finally admits that the paranormal is just normal physics we don't understand yet. He warned us that the conventional sciences are already working on this. They aren't calling it ESP anymore. They are calling it biocommunications, bioinformation transfer, and neurobiology. They are mapping the hardware. They are building machines to replicate what your brain does naturally. But Ingo Swann didn't want the machines to win. He wanted you to win. He stated clearly, remote viewing is shortly to be considered a species phenomenon, not a phenomenon of given individuals. It belongs to you. It belongs to your children. It is your birthright. He left us with a challenge. He said, our our species is more fabulous than we've ever thought. The programming is strong. The distraction of the modern world is designed to keep you looking at your phone instead of your pineal gland. But the hardware is there. The 17 senses are firing. The data is streaming in at 11 million bits per second. The only question left is the one Ingo Swann asked us at the very beginning. Are you ready to declassify your own mind? Are you ready to wake up?
Now we on the next one. This is gonna be the last one. Now this unlock your power. That's all I gotta say. Now I never even heard about this guy, so I felt that listen to him, then get everybody else to listen to him, be like, yo, the government ruined this man's life. That's why I say hashtag fuck the government. Oh yeah, thank you for teaching us this shit. We gonna motherfucking classify that shit. Grimy ass shit. And then he started painting on what he saw in the universe during his travels with his consciousness. And like he said, he looked at what the mystics and the shamans and the psychics and the Aboriginal people was doing. You know what I'm saying? And applying that to what he knew when it came to the neuroscience and the other shit. And then just took off. But the government was like, oh shit, we can't have people waking up knowing who the fuck they are. You know? That's how I know that the government and the military, they have a shitload of technology. A shitload of technology. They just don't want us to motherfucking create it. And if we do create it, they're going to try to, let's just say, buy you out. And if they can't buy you out, they'll murk you and take your shit anyway. Hashtag fuck the government. This is why I be like, look, if y'all making some inventive shit, don't let the world know. Try to get the fuck away, make a small community and put that technology in your community. Like, how the fuck these niggas got electricity without paying a goddamn bill? None of your fucking business. As a matter of fact, how the fuck you get on this land? Shoot this motherfucker. Blam! But the niggas at in the sniper tower. But we're on the next one. Shouts out to everybody here. Hope y'all learning something. His name was Igor Swann. That was the last video that we watched. Now I'll be on a new video. Now this next video is about a lady that was very, very controversial. Very controversial. But these motherfuckers knew how to unlock self. This is what the powers that shouldn't be fucking with. They already know if we unlock ourselves, the game is over. So they hide the fucking shit in books, knowing that most of you niggas ain't gonna read shit. So you would never really truly unlock your power. So I say read a lot of shit, study cultures. You know what I'm saying? It's like each and every one of us has those inner questions that y'all need to ask. All you gotta do is just go within and do that research. Your device has an app that's harmful, man. I don't download no apps. What the fuck they talking about? So I guess the government put some malware in my shit. When I'm talking about some real shit, ain't that a bitch? Now you got an app that's harmful. What app, nigga? I don't got shit. But anyway, unlock your power.
Settling idea. We will ask, who was this 19th century woman who claimed soulless shells walk among us? And what led her to this conclusion?
Now, how many of y'all already had this feeling that there's soulless people walking among us? We all said it all the time, but we call them NPCs, or we call them sheep, or some people call them soulless beings. You know. But madam, this lady,
"'Tis the ancient Gnostic secret that divided all of humanity into 3 distinct types? And why did they believe one of them was not truly human at all? We'll investigate the modern behavioral blueprint that claims to identify these empty people in our daily lives at work, in our communities, even in positions of power. And this leads to the most important question of all. Is our modern world, with its constant noise, distraction, and conformity, designed to manufacture these shells? Is the system itself set up to put our souls to sleep? And are you at risk of becoming one? This is not just history. It is a call to awaken. Our journey begins with the woman who started it all. So, who was Helena Blavatsky? And what exactly did she see that led her to this dark and profound conclusion? The answer lies in a hidden teaching, a map of human consciousness composed of 7 principles, and a warning about the one that can be lost forever. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky was not an ordinary thinker. Born in 1831 inches, the Russian Empire, she demonstrated an insatiable hunger for hidden knowledge, the kind not found in libraries, but whispered in secret by initiates. Her life was a quest, taking her to Egypt, India, Tibet, and across Europe, studying with mystics, sages, and spiritual masters. In 1875, she co-founded the Theosophical Society, a movement dedicated to exploring the hidden laws of nature and the latent powers within humanity. Her magnum opus, The Secret Doctrine, is a sprawling work of philosophy and occult science, and within its dense, symbolic language lies one of her most provocative claims. In her view, a human is not simply a physical organism, but a composite of 7 principles, or layers of existence. The first 3 are our physical body, our astral body, or subtle double, and prana, or life energy. The middle principles govern our thoughts, emotions, and instincts. But the 2 highest principles, the higher mind, spiritual intuition, and pure spirit, are what connect us to the divine. They are the seat of true self-awareness, moral insight, and the ability to transcend our lower nature. And here is Blavatsky's crucial point. These higher principles are not automatically active in every person. The human soul, in her terminology, is the bridge between our animalistic nature and that divine spark. But that bridge can remain undeveloped, or it can be damaged, even severed. A person may live their entire life without ever activating their higher mind. Worse still, a person who once had a living connection to their soul could, through extreme materialism, moral corruption, or spiritual neglect, lose it entirely. This is what she called the death of the soul. When this happens, the physical organism continues to function. The person can still speak, work, and even mimic emotions. But inwardly, there is no true subjectivity, no reflective awareness, no sense of the sacred. The higher self has withdrawn, leaving behind only what Blavatsky called a shell. A human body animated solely by the lower principles, moving through life like a sophisticated biological automaton. In one of her earlier works, Blavatsky wrote ominously, "Our current cycle is preeminently one of such deaths of the soul. We rub shoulders with soulless men and women at every step of life." For her, this was not a poetic exaggeration, but an observable truth of the age. She believed that in times of spiritual decline, what the Hindus call the Kali Yuga, or Dark Age, these human shells become more common. So what are they like in practice? According to Blavatsky, they are often indistinguishable from ordinary people, at least outwardly. They may be charming, competent, even successful in worldly terms, but there is a certain hollowness to them. They have no genuine inner life, no silent dialogue with themselves about meaning.
And we could see that when we look at certain people. You know, they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. You can look at a motherfucker and be like, this motherfucker is out of there. Have you ever said some real shit and the motherfucker give you that fluoride stare? That's what I call it. I call it the fluoride stare. They give you that stare like, man, I don't know what the fuck are you doing on. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Or you just know that their brain is trying to think. You know, they got that monkey in their head with the motherfucking symbols and shit hitting. Nigga, like it's fucked up. But you can see it. Sometimes you can feel it. You know, depends on how well in tune with yourself you are. But it's fucked up. The death of the soul. Now, this Madame Blavatsky chick, let's just say a lot of people was reading her work. Hashtag Hitler. Hitler. The Yahtzee. Salute to everybody.
Morality. They may imitate compassion, but it is strategic rather than heartfelt.
Yeah. These are times they, like they can express emotion, but it's strategic. And what do you mean by strategic? It gotta be these motherfuckers are, let's just say they acting emotional to probably try to gaslight you or to make you look like you the bad guy so they can play victim and shit. All strategic. Or maybe it's another way, but like I'm looking at how I see it when we deal with these motherfuckers soulless NPCs. It's like these motherfuckers still got emotions, still got, the shit, but it's strategic. It's like these motherfuckers are doing it because, they try to fuck you over, lie to you, gaslight you, make you look like a bad guy. Or maybe they doing it because they see it in movies. I'm supposed to cry when someone says this, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Program shit.
May express opinions, but those opinions are borrowed wholesale from their environment, television, gossip, authority figures, rather than born.
And the other shit is you will hear an NPC just regurgitate what they heard on TV and all they heard in society and shit. Yep. That's true too. And we hear that all the time. And no one asks themselves the question of, are these my thoughts? Is this my genuine answer due to my own research and due diligence? Or is this a regurgitated answer that I got from TV? No one asks themselves their questions.
Of personal reflection. Some, she suggested, might even become the unwitting hosts for other intelligences, psychic parasites. As she described them, their empty state making them vulnerable. To understand the metaphor, imagine the human body as a vessel. At birth, it has the potential to be filled with a luminous essence, the divine spark. This spark can be nurtured through self-knowledge and moral discipline, or it can be neglected until it flickers and dies. When the spark is gone, the vessel remains, but now it is a shell, vulnerable to being filled with whatever influence or program happens to dominate its environment. This was not a moral condemnation. She did not portray the soulless as villains in a simple sense, but as tragic cases, beings who had, for whatever reason, failed to climb the evolutionary ladder toward higher consciousness. In her cosmology, evolution was not only physical, but spiritual. Some souls advanced, others lagged behind, and some became stuck altogether. The soulless were not evil by necessity. Rather, they were incomplete, and yet, because they lacked the inner compass of a living soul, they were easily manipulated, easily corrupted, and often became instruments, willingly or not, of forces opposed to human spiritual progress. Her vision was stark, but she insisted it was part of the great cosmic process. Not every human in every era would reach spiritual maturity, and those of us who valued consciousness had a responsibility to cultivate and protect our own soul, lest we too become one of the living shells. Her words force us to confront the question, what makes a human truly human? Is it our DNA, our intelligence, our capacity for speech, or is it something invisible, immeasurable, and yet unmistakable when present? The light of the soul? Long before Helena Blavatsky spoke of human shells, another group of mystics had already hinted at the same disturbing truth.
They were the Gnostics. For some reason, everything goes back to Gnostics. And it's crazy. In spite how much I don't want to believe in the demiurge and shit. But the Gnostics, they were on it. They were on fucking point. And they was on point to the point where the fucking Romans had to fucking kill them. to the point where the fucking Gnostics have to hide their fucking work. And the Gnostics wasn't priests or preachers or fucking motherfuckers of the church. Like there was people that was just like us. And it was hunted down and killed for telling people to unlock your fucking self. That God is bullshit. He's a genocidal maniac. You got to unlock your power. You got to unlock that gnosis. Much love, Demi. Hey.
Nearly 2,000 years ago, in the early centuries of the Common Era, the Gnostics emerged as a radical undercurrent in the ancient world. They were not a single sect, but a loose network of spiritual movements unified by one audacious conviction: that the material world we inhabit is not the highest reality, but a prison. In Gnostic cosmology, the world was created not by the ultimate, ineffable God, but by a lesser deity, a being they called the Demiurge. This Demiurge, often associated with the jealous and vengeful God of the Old Testament, was seen not as evil, but as ignorant, an artisan god who shaped matter without understanding the higher, transcendent realms. And serving this demiurge were the Archons, cosmic jailers, whose task was to keep human beings trapped in the illusion of material existence. The Gnostics taught that within some humans burned a divine spark, a fragment of the higher god's essence. But, and here is the chilling echo of Blavatsky's doctrine, not all humans possessed it. In their teachings, humanity was divided into three distinct types. The first group was the helix, from the Greek word hyle, meaning matter. These were individuals entirely bound to the physical world. Their desires, fears, and ambitions never rose above the material plane. Survival, pleasure, power, possessions. They lived and died without ever suspecting there was anything beyond. The helix had no awareness of a higher reality and, crucially, no capacity to awaken to it. In the language of Blavatsky, these were the soulless human in form, but without the divine spark. The second group was the psychics. They possessed an ordinary soul and could, through effort and divine assistance, awaken to higher truths. But they were also vulnerable, constantly being pulled back into the orbit of the material. The psychics were the battleground, the ones who could go either way. And finally, there were the pneumatics, those rare individuals who were fully conscious of their divine origin. They had gnosis, which in Greek means knowledge. But this was not intellectual knowledge. This was experiential, transformative knowledge of the divine within and beyond. For the pneumatic, the material world was a veil, and they had learned how to pierce it. The Gnostics' goal was not to improve the prison, but to escape it entirely. For them, life was a rescue mission, to awaken the dormant sparks within those who could be awakened, and to slip past the Archons into the true, eternal realm. This division of humanity was not meant as a justification for arrogance. Rather, it was a sober recognition of the spiritual landscape. Just as not all seeds germinate, not all human beings flower into full spiritual consciousness. Many live and die in the helix state, never questioning the reality presented to them, never feeling the inner call to awaken. A striking passage from the Gospel of Philip, a text unearthed in 1945 at Nag Hammadi, reads, "There are many who are in this world, but they are not of it." This simple statement carries an immense weight.
And that was in the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Gospel of Philip. There's a lot of people in this world, but they ain't of it. Like these, I'm like, nigga, that motherfucker's an NPC. What the hell is an NPC? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm from the future. I just came back in time to let y'all niggas know these motherfuckers are soulless. Who is that motherfucker? Oh yeah, don't mind me. I'm the doctor. I'm a time lord. I'm 17,000 years old. I'm from the planet Earth in the constellation of the Milky Way. If it's called the Milky Way. And I'm here to save you and the rest of the people on the planet below. Do y'all motherfuckers got a problem with that? Oh. No, sir. No, sir. Carry on, sir. You're damn right. I'm the fucking doctor. You can call me Dr. Blight. Shouts out to everybody.
It suggests that while all of us share the same external environment, not all of us share the same inner origin or destiny. For some, this world is the only home they will ever know. For others, it is a foreign land they are destined to transcend. When we read these ancient words through the lens of Blavatsky's teaching, the parallels are striking. The Gnostic Helix is Blavatsky's human shell, present in body, absent in spirit. The psychic is the undeveloped soul, capable of connection but not yet realized. And the pneumatic is the fully awakened being, united with their higher principles. The Gnostics also warned that the archons, whether we understand them as literal entities or metaphors for oppressive systems, delight in keeping humanity in the helix state.
And that's very important. What if the archons are real or a metaphor for evil motherfuckers that want to keep us in the helix state, meaning in the state of thinking about materialism, caring about this fucking world? This is why I love most cultures agree with this one thing: detach yourself from this fucking world. And when you motherfucking make your great departure, if everybody know what a great departure is, it means when you die, you don't have to get recycled back to this bitch. And I believe myself and everybody probably in this chat right now, we hate this fucking world. We hate what this world has become. We hate what this world has turned into. But I need to rephrase that. The world is all right. It's these soulless fucking humans that's fucking it up. The earth is just the earth. Rather if it's a flat earth, round earth, on a spaceship, on a turtle floating in goddamn space, or this bitch could be a Bluetooth speaker. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to detach ourselves. Every culture says this. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's somewhere in the goddamn Bible. Yeah, detach yourself from this world because you will fucking suffer. And where's the suffering lead? How does suffering begin? It begins with you. It begins with setting a goal and trying to reach it. Depending on what it is, you may suffer through the trials and tribulations. You may suffer because you're trying to do the right thing and everybody else is getting it to the top doing the bad shit, and you don't want to do the bad shit because you don't want to get either locked up or end up in hell because the motherfuckers are brainwashing shit. But will you just let go and just be free and just do it like a Nike commercial with no thought, no shame, no guilt, no regret? Your goal is righteous. Your goal is probably something you love. And I say, if it's something you love, take the risk. That's what I do. I only risk if I love. That's it. Everything else, you weigh out the pros and cons. If you got more pros, you go for the gusto. More cons, let that shit the fuck go. Bars.
Weave illusions, stir up distractions, and ensnare minds in petty conflicts, so that the divine spark never ignites. The Archon's greatest victory is not in harming the body, but in ensuring the soul never realizes it is more than a body. This worldview was deeply threatening to the orthodox religious authorities of the time. To tell people that the God they worshipped was not the highest God, and that many humans were spiritually empty vessels, was heresy.
Ooh, I know when motherfuckers heard that coming from the Gnostics' mouth, they was like, oh, kill these motherfuckers. Motherfucker just said, my God ain't shit. And he said, I'm a soulless being. God damn, kill these motherfuckers. Oh, what you mean don't got no divine spark? All praise be to Saturn, motherfucker. And that they was worshipped in the Roman days. Saturn and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. Those some Roman gods. I don't know why I said Saturn. I think Saturn is the Roman god of agriculture, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Saturn was the Roman god of agriculture. In that time, because like Saturn was a whole bunch of things, but I'm speaking from that time frame only. Eating psychedelics in my teens definitely unlocked my mind in a good way. That's what's up. Yeah.
The most dangerous kind. The Gnostics were persecuted, their texts destroyed, their communities scattered. For centuries, their wisdom was almost lost, until a buried library of their writings was rediscovered in the Egyptian desert. Today, with the benefit of that discovery, we can see that their ideas were not isolated curiosities, but part of a recurring human insight. That consciousness is not evenly distributed, that some people live with an inner fire, and others without it. The ancient Gnostics leave us with a haunting choice. If you are a psychic, if you possess the latent capacity for awakening, you can either remain comfortably bound to the world of the Helix, or you can take the perilous journey toward becoming pneumatic. That journey...
Yep. The journey to become a pneumatic. I know each and every one of us here is still doing the inner work and the shadow work on ourselves. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You're on the right path. And I'm proud of you. Because we could be talking about smoking, drinking, fucking around, useless sports, useless arguments about Pan-African Hebrew Israelites and black and all that shit. But this is the real shit. You feel me? Outside of my music, art, literature, podcasting, gaming, this is what the fuck I fuck with. The esoteric, the Gnosticism, the chaos theory, sacred geometry, spirit science, numerology, gematria, meditation, unlocking those chakras, learning my mantras, my mudras, speaking these affirmations, using full visualization to create my manifestation. That's what I do outside this music, art, literature, podcasting, gaming. You feel me? And I want people to understand. Let yourself. I know why I thought about that. That motherfucker Coming to America. You gotta let your soul glow. I can't hit that high note. All I see is Coming to America on that motherfucking Soul Glow commercial. I can't hit that motherfucking high note. Let yourself. Let it shine through. Oh man, Coming to America 1 was the shit. I don't know what the fuck they was doing that Coming to America 2. I saw the motherfucking cast, read the synopsis, and said, this ain't gonna work. And then all the people that I was subscribed to was doing the reviews on that shit. They was like, what the fuck? So Eddie Murphy got raped by an ugly bitch, had a kid, forced to take care of the kid. They fucked that movie all up. I'm glad I ain't watching. Coming to America was a classic. Yeah, Coming to America was the shit. Shout out to Abraham.
Is the journey of the soul. Fast forward nearly 2 millennia from the Gnostic sages, and we encounter one of the most controversial figures to bring this ancient theme into the modern spotlight, David Icke. To his critics, he is a conspiracy theorist of the most sensational kind. To his supporters, he is a whistleblower, revealing a hidden architecture of power. But regardless of opinion, his core ideas...
But here's the crazy shit about David Icke. In spite of what people think of him. Some say he's compromised. Some people say that nigga is the goddamn reptilian. One of those, one of his videos, let's just say, how we was all doing the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of conspiracies during the reptilian saga, and we was coming across videos of celebrity faces glitching and shit. He had one of those glitch moments. It was like, he's a reptilian. But I just saw David Icke at the UK protest and shit. So, But anyway, like what I was about to say was, Dane called David Icke a conspiracy theorist until that motherfucker started saying the word reptilian. They loved all his other fucking books. But when that nigga came out with the biggest secret, which came out in 2000, great fucking book. And what I love about the book is the introduction. I'm just going to paraphrase, but like the introduction is like, if your ass love the government and you love your fucking religion, you may not want to read this book because I'm going to shatter your fucking paradigm. I'm just paraphrasing, but that's exactly how the motherfucking gist of the intro of the book is. And the cool thing about the book is he goes back through history and work his way up to the modern day. He talks about everything, the history of the empires, history of royal families, all the way up till we get to the Satanism and the children shit. It's like, and then it just goes off into, what we about to see now, man. The fucking biggest secret is crazy. And then he went off into all the motherfuckers that was agents. Charles Manson and shit was an agent. Like, what? And then he confirmed my serial killer mythos. These serial killers just popping up out of nowhere to instill fear and intimidation in communities, and also to create copycat killers. You know what I'm saying? If there's nothing going on in your neighborhood or your community, they will plant something there to instill fear and make you be like, oh my God, we need help. Then they come in, swoop in, add some cameras, deputize a couple motherfuckers, neighborhood watch. Crazy work. But
echo the Gnostic and Blavatskyan warning that many who appear human are not fully conscious beings in the spiritual sense. Icke's thesis, laid out in works like The Biggest Secret, takes the concept of the soulless to a new, audacious level. He claims that humanity is covertly manipulated by an interdimensional predator species, which he famously describes as reptilian beings that can
reptile wins. Flawless victory. Reptilian. But like I said, until I see a reptilian, motherfuckers are wearing masks. But going back to the first video about our senses and our perception, Igor Swan, all we got to do is just unlock the rest of our fucking brain. And maybe, just maybe, strong possibility, we can probably see people for who the fuck they are. We already can see through the eyes or the windows to the soul. Some of us can feel energy and aura, but most of us are seeing to believing type of people. So unlock our brain and maybe we can see beyond the veil. According to Igor Swan, it said 11 billion shits, whatever, and we only using 16. Going back to when they said we only use 2% of our brain function type shit. We need to be on Lucy level. We need to be using 100% brain capacity so we can get the fuck up out of here. Like real shit. We can get the fuck up out of here. Now, I bet y'all wonder, are you going to disappear? No, this is only the physical body. We're talking about consciousness. I did Brother Yusuf video talking about motherfucking shaman or guru that he met. This motherfucker was gone for 20 days, dead for 20 days, no decomposing. His motherfucking, he just, consciousness just left the body. He was still in the meditative posture. Leave, come back when he fucking feel like it. How you fucking do that? Unlocking the fucking brain. Even in the book I got, the book Illumination, the Shaman Way of Fucking Healing, this book right here next to me that I got in my hands right now, it talks about the brain function also. So this shit is very important. How do we unlock parts of our brain? Shit. All we got to do is just look it up. We got a cell phone in our hand. I can go to Google and be like, brain teaser puzzles, or check your IQ, or like do shit to motherfucking, enhance your brain. Shit. Play some chess, like download the chess app. But according to Igor Swan, we only looking at pixels, one pixel, when we should be seeing a full fucking picture. Just think about that. Our visual perception right now is just a fucking pixel. So picture what happens if you unlock our brain. We could probably see this world for what it really truly is. We could probably see the molecules and the motherfucking scientific equations in the fucking sky floating. Some of us can see the motherfucking lightning bugs like flying around. I know I can. When I look at the sky, like I'm talking about, like when I look at the sky real closely, there's like light, like small orbs of light, look like fireflies, and it's just flying all over the place. Wild shit. Maybe it's just me, but I see it. I fucking see that shit. I don't know if they fireflies or I'm seeing the energy field of the earth. But I remember speaking into existence, let me see beyond visible light. Let me see beyond visible light. And maybe that what unlocked it. Because I want to see what's behind the veil. You just got to ask yourself the right questions and go within and to try to find those answers, or pull the motherfucking power out of you and change your eyes and shit. You be good. Learning other languages helps you unlock another part of your brain. Most of us only know the language that was forced upon us. Shit. Better brush up on that Russian, Chinese. They taught us Spanish in high school. We got rid of that shit real quick. But letting go is step one. You got to let go. Unlock yourself. That's right. And when you find that special someone that's on that same journey, or y'all both unlocked each other. Like y'all both unlocked y'all power. You can hang with a person that unlocked their power. Y'all can unlock the rest of y'all power together in the fucking universe. Once two powerful light beings come together, it's fucking over. It's fucking over. It's like a nuclear fucking bomb. Couple walking down the street radiating, all eyes on us, like not because we look fly, because they can see the light, they can feel the power, they can feel the aura, they know that's greatness.
Guise themselves in human form. According to Ick, these entities feed not on our physical bodies, but on our energy, especially the chaotic, fearful, and divisive energy produced when humanity is in a state of conflict and ignorance. But here is the crucial connection to our theme. Ike asserts that these forces have, over centuries, ceded positions of global influence in finance, politics, media, and royalty with humans who are either devoid of independent consciousness or whose souls have been compromised. In his framework, these soulless elites are perfectly obedient agents of the hidden agenda, advancing policies and cultural currents that keep the wider population spiritually asleep. The overlap with the Gnostics is unmistakable. IK often draws on ancient sources, identifying his reptilian controllers with the archons of Gnostic lore. Just as the archons were cosmic jailers maintaining the illusion of the demiurge's world, Ike's reptilians maintain a matrix-like simulation that keeps humanity unaware of its true nature. He describes this false reality as a kind of program self-reinforcing, seductive, and nearly invisible to those inside it. And in a modern echo of the helix, psychic, and pneumatic division, Icky implies that the majority of humans live in a kind of programmed state, reacting, consuming, obeying without ever realizing that their inner potential has been hijacked. The soulless elites serve as both enforcers and symbols of this condition. They are the public face of a deeper manipulation, delivering messages, laws, and trends that subtly shape the collective mind. Now, whether we take his reptilian narrative literally or as a metaphor, the underlying principle aligns with what we've already explored, that there is a rare quality of awakened consciousness, and that much of the human landscape is populated by individuals, some ordinary, some powerful, who lack it. And perhaps more disturbing, those without it are more easily used by forces, visible or invisible, whose aims are not aligned with human freedom. In Ike's telling, this manipulation is not brute force, but a psychological and energetic game. People are distracted with entertainment, divided by engineered conflicts, and saturated with fear-based messaging. In such a climate, even those with the potential for awakening may remain dormant, never questioning the nature of reality. So when Ike points to a politician reading a prepared speech, a corporate magnate pushing shallow consumerism, or a celebrity selling a destructive lifestyle, he sees not just individuals making poor choices, but examples of a deeper phenomenon. People whose inner light has been extinguished, or was never lit. In his narrative, these are not merely flawed humans. They are avatars of the program, fulfilling its directives without the interference of an awakened conscience. This brings us to a more practical, modern voice. If Blavatsky and the Gnostics defined the what, and Ike described the why, then the Italian researcher Corrado Malanga offers a striking lens on how. How do we recognize the difference in our daily lives? Malanga, with a background in chemistry and a deep interest in consciousness studies, proposes that the soul is not a vague abstraction, but a definable, energetic consciousness unit. And crucially, he draws a sharp behavioral contrast between those who possess such a soul and those who do not. According to Malanga, people with souls share several consistent traits. The first is a natural resistance to rigid rules and imposed hierarchies. This doesn't mean they are law.
Right. Meaning, those that with a soul, it's fuck the government. It's fuck the fucking government. Fuck authority. Because you're taking away my freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Took my fucking land. Like, what the fuck?
Or chaotic. Rather, they possess an inner moral compass that renders blind obedience unnecessary. They act ethically not because they fear punishment, but because their inner awareness informs them of what is right. This independence often manifests as creativity. Souled individuals generate ideas, art, and solutions that arise from within, rather than merely replicating what they have been taught. Malanga notes such people are often described as free spirits. They may appear unconventional, but this is the natural outcome of following one's inner truth over external dictates. By contrast, those without a soul, what Malanga might call empty biological containers, show a very different profile. They are highly...
I'm using that. You fucking empty biological container. I'm using that. That nigga gonna be looking, he'll be like, what the fuck that nigga just called me? You empty biological container. Oh fuck, I'm gonna just call him a reptilian shit bag. That's what I'm gonna call him. But I'm gonna call the elites that, you reptilian shit bag, but I'm gonna call you soulless humans, you empty bio container.
Dependent on external structures for identity and purpose. Instead of asking, what is true for me? They ask, what am I supposed to do? How should I appear? Where do I fit? These individuals gravitate toward organized systems, whether corporate ladders, military orders,
or religion,
dogmas, or political movements.
Religious dogma.
They join not out of conscious alignment with the mission, but because the structure itself provides the sense of self they lack internally. Soulless individuals, Malanga argues, are also likely to pursue power as an end in itself. Without the inner fulfillment that comes from soul-guided living, they seek stimulation and validation through control over others or the accumulation of status symbols. They are often adept at navigating systems for personal gain, not through overt malice, but through a single-minded focus on advancement within the predefined rules of the game. This difference has profound implications. A souled person might leave a prestigious position if it conflicts with their inner sense of integrity. A soulless person, however, is unlikely to even perceive the moral conflict, so long as...
I had to leave my job at the mall. I left with my integrity. Never forget. Could have still been there, man. But like the motherfuckers that stayed there, fucking soulless. Shout out to my nigga Orlando. I was like, hey, how many people left after I did? That nigga told me 6. Fuck motherfucking Fable, that bitch at motherfucking Somerset Collection. Hoe ass bitch. Why did I quit? Because that bitch had the nerve to tell me that I can't say what's good, what up, though, for sure, or I'm straight. I'm like, oh, this is how I talk. I'm not cursing. I'm not being disrespectful. And plus, like, people coming up to me saying the same shit I say. This bitch had the nerve. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here until I get my last check, and then I'm out. And some of those motherfuckers that I used to motherfucking talk to, those motherfuckers fake. But shouts out to my girl Robin. She was cool. She worked in another department, but I used to, when I was picking up the trash, I used to go to her area, pick up the trash, just say what up though. Chill on the bus, talk, chill, listen to music, talk about some good music. Shouts out to Robin. And another guy was cool, Orlando. I used to roll with my supervisor, Cole, but he's a Christian. And he'd be up in a minute. It's like, yeah, because I be dissing that motherfucking God of his, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers love Christianity so much. I was waiting for him to start his own business. He said he got his LLC and shit. I was like, shit, dog. As soon as you start this cleaning business shit, they can get me in so we can do this shit. But that's been since 2017, 2018. I'm like, nigga, you got your LLC. Like, nigga, now it's time to pull your bread out and start your business. You said you got help from Linda McIntosh, the fucking second head of the motherfucking Somerset. You said she'll back you up. So niggas start your business, but no, you still want to be a slave. Like, nigga, get the fuck on, dog. So you can hire me, nigga, so I can wake up and be like, yes, I work for a nice black-owned business. I don't got to worry about being a slave to the man. You know what I'm saying? But no, motherfuckers don't understand because they're not paying attention to the system. Like, by the time niggas pull out their so-called retirement money, might not have shit but 2 G's, and niggas thinking they about to get thousands so they can go off and do some bullshit. And I think they raising the retirement age. It's like, come on, man, they keep working until you're old and you can't do shit no more. And when you do retire, you ain't gonna start a revolution. So thank you for being a well-paid slave, bitch. That's what I think retirement is. Thank you for being a well-paid fucking slave. Thank you for not revolting. Thank you for not starting a revolution. Thank you for being a good slave lapdog for this fucked up job, no matter what it is. What's crazy is motherfuckers think just because you got the degree or think you're smart, like, nah, bro. Motherfuckers is wising up to college. Nigga, you got to get in debt to get an education. Motherfuckers should have left college a long fucking time ago the moment that shit started to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the cycle. You get in debt, go to college, right? When you get out and get your career, let's just say you do get your career that you love. Guess what? Your first paycheck's got to go towards your student loans. Kiss my ass.
access to power,
Yeah, and they tax you
or
on your
material
money.
comfort. Malanga also
City got to get theirs, state got to get theirs, federal got to get theirs. Like, man, fuck all y'all. Because y'all know niggas wasn't going to get that shit up. So they was like, fuck, we're just going to take that shit as soon as they get the shit. Take it off the top. Taxation is extortion and theft. Fucking bastards.
touches on an esoteric but vital point. The soulless are prime candidates for occupation by external intelligences or parasitic non-human entities. But
now this is where we get to the deeper part where these soulless beings are susceptible to parasites and other entities to jump into their body and control them. But I'm going to just be more simple. I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to keep it logical. We're not going to go to the supernatural. Parasites get into your body and control you. Possible. Entities out of nowhere. Unbelievable, but if could be possible. But logically, a soulless being can be manipulated. It's that fucking simple. For example, stupid ass love to smoke, drink, fuck around, and party all day. Right? All day, every day. Soulless being. Me being a smart one, being the wise one, being the one that knows how everybody motherfucking act, know exactly what they gonna do, where they gonna go, and how they gonna do whatever the fuck they do. I could be like, all you do is smoke, drink, fuck around, huh? And you was talking shit last week. Hey, yo, I got a party, bro. It's a party going on. Ladies gonna be there, free food, and we got the drink. Nigga like, what? Bet it up. He's there that night. Everybody partying, chilling, gigging. The motherfucker that I got to come through came through. I'm like, phase one complete. I knew this stupid ass nigga's gonna show up. Everybody in the party is already in on my plan. So, we go downstairs. That's where all the freaky girls at. You know what I'm saying? Set the motherfucker down in the chair. Get this motherfucker a lap dance. That's it. She hook him up. She hooks him up. You know what I'm saying? Might take him to a private room and shit. Do his thing. And right when you think you're about to motherfucking go back upstairs. Blam! Blam! That was for talking shit. Or just creep up from behind and stab him to death on the throat. I'm just saying that a soulless being is easy to manipulate. That's all I'm saying. A soulless being is easy to manipulate. Nigga love pussy all the time. Oh, you love pussy a lot. Okay, cool. Call up a couple chicks. Hey, I need y'all to holler at this dude for me. What'd he do? I'll tell you about it after. Just get this nigga to that motel. Blam, blam. Oh man. But man, this is depressing. That they bring in foreigners because they work for less. Yeah, it is depressing. The fucking bastards.
even stripped of that paranormal element, the metaphor holds. Without the sovereignty provided by an awakened soul, a person is vulnerable to being inhabited by ideologies, groupthink, or even another person's will. They become...
Yep, like I said, the other person's will. That was my example. Other one's going to be caught up in groupthink and political and religious dogma and a whole bunch of other bullshit. But if I beg you to my will, it's over. And here's what's crazy about this whole thing. I could take over this whole fucking hood if I wanted to, without even pulling the fucking trigger. Because that's how stupid people are. But I don't want to use my power for that. I'm trying to find ways to try to get this revolution started. And I want to do it organically and naturally to get people to overcome their fear and gain their courage. I don't want to manipulate you. I want you to get angry. I want you to get fucking angry. And I want you to strategically harness that rage and turn it into a weapon. Put it through your music, your art, your literature. You know, for me personally, I can't wait to stop doing all this. I'm ready to work. I mean, put in work. But I got to get all this message out. I got to get all this music out. And when I'm finally done, y'all know.
Vehicles for agendas they do not originate or fully understand. One of Malanga's more provocative observations is that many of history's ruling families and financial dynasties may fall into this soulless category. These lineages often demonstrate remarkable cunning, persistence, and an almost mechanical drive to preserve their influence, but very little evidence of self-awareness or spiritual development. In Malanga's framework, this makes perfect sense. Without a soul, there is no higher calling to respond to. He contrasts this with the cyclical nature of soul-led life. For those with a soul, the arc of existence, birth, growth, decay, death is embraced as the soul's method of learning. The soulless, on the other hand, often seek to bypass this cycle, fantasizing about technological immortality or preserving their physical form. In doing so, they reveal a fundamental misunderstanding. That true immortality resides not in the body, but in the eternal consciousness of the soul. This difference trickles down. Souled people can stand alone when necessary, their identity anchored within. Soulless people need the group, the banner, the collective cause, because without it, they risk confronting the void within.
Yep. And they are scared to be alone. You know, it feels good to be in this peace. Like, you know, like you can see it. It's like it's the people that always want to be in other people's face. The people that always got to be around somebody. You know, because if they be alone, their mind gonna wander. Then they gonna start getting all fucking stupid and crazy. I don't want to confront myself. I need to go see somebody. It's like, goddamn. It feels good to motherfucking, you know, sit in my peace and meditate. Work on myself. You know what I'm saying? And like it felt good when that scamdemic started. Everybody was running like chickens with their head because, oh my God, I want to party. I want to do this. Like, get the fuck out of here. It felt good to be at that peace. I'm like, now y'all forced to stay home and learn yourselves. Nah, you know what we was hearing? We was hearing a whole bunch of bullshit. A lot of couples beating each other ass. A lot of parents getting online saying that they hate their kids and shit like that. A lot of self-deletion. It's like, yo, that shit was up for a minute during that scamdemic. Motherfuckers wasn't paying attention, but I was.
Malanga's insight reframes the conversation. The question is not only who has a soul, but what are the practical, observable consequences of having or lacking one. So, if all this talk of soulless beings still feels abstract, Let's bring it down to the level of daily life. We now have a behavioral profile. We know what to look for. How do we recognize such individuals if they walk, talk, and function so much like anyone else? The
It's
difference
easy. If we are in tune with ourselves, like I said, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Like for those that's in tune with self, we can know others. That's the great part about unlocking yourself. Because when you unlock yourself, you automatically can see the other person that hasn't even unlocked shit. When you talk to them, you can kind of see they motherfucking brain trying to calculate what the fuck you just said, and like you just said some simple shit. You know?
is not in the outer shell, but in the inner spark, or the absence of it. The first and most telling sign is mechanical behavior. Soulless individuals tend to live in fixed patterns, moving through routines as though pre-programmed. Their gestures, speech, and even their emotional responses feel rehearsed, as if drawn from a limited script.
Yeah. And you see it in some people. You can probably hear it if you pay attention. Some people have the same speech patterns, like an NPC. They'll say the same things. They'll say a lot of shit. But then at some point in the motherfucker brain function, they go right back to the beginning of the first thing they fucking said to work their way back up to the last thing they said. It's like a fucking wired routine. It's like these motherfuckers gathered and regurgitated a small level of bullshit, but thinking that this is the greatest shit ever. But most of the shit regurgitation, everybody is regurgitating and shit. I mean, like, not everybody regurgitate, but like majority of motherfuckers were fucking regurgitating the same shit to each other, passing around to other motherfuckers. Then we got kids listening to the bullshit. And then before you know it, the whole hood fucked. And you looked at as a crazy person because you think outside the box, or you're not part of the religious and political dogma, or you don't even want to be part of what the fuck going on in the hood, because niggas in the hood on that dumb shit.
It's not that they are incapable of activity, it's that their activity lacks originality, spontaneity, and a depth of genuine self-reflection. Pay close attention to the way they speak.
Salute, Jordan. What up,
Often,
though?
their words are borrowed wholesale from media, social groups, or authority figures. They echo the same phrases.
Like I said, they echo the same goddamn phrases. But hearing our shit, they look at us like we're crazy.
And emotional tones they've absorbed from outside.
Oh yeah, yeah, Jordan. I checked the email. Now look. That's a cool song. That's a cool beat. But I'm conflicted about it. Not you. It ain't you, it's me. Because when I first started writing on it, it was going to be about, you know, taking a chick out. But then I started listening to the beat more, and it got to the end. And when it got to the end, it was like, damn, this is kind of a revolutionary type of ending. So I had to get out of the mind frame. Instead of like where we going, like taking the chick out, it was like, where the fuck do we go from here when it comes to this revolution? You know, like after we know all the shit we know and got the shit done, where we going now? It's like I was conflicted, so I was like, God damn. And like this was like right in the middle of like 4 bars. I was thinking to myself, and then I was like, you know what? Like, let me listen to the whole thing. The second verse is kind of extended. So like, is somebody gonna rap right after me or something? And then it goes back into your shit, or like what? You want me to drop the verse and send it back? And you add another hook or something, or you just want me to just like ride out the whole space that you have until you pop back up again? All right, you was going for the revolution part. Okay. All right. All right. I'll see what I can do. but it is about the revolution though, right? You said got you finish the song. Okay, cool. It was about the revolution. Yeah, COVID was diabolical. Got you. So it's about the revolution. I just gotta change my mind frame up because at first, when I first heard, I was like, "Oh shit, nigga, I got some shit for the ladies." And then so somebody just fucking listened to it, and then it got to the end. It was like, okay, he added that. Damn, I gotta switch it up. So revolution it is, and I gotta work around your hook. Bet it up. I got work to do. But let's get back to it.
Early showing signs of independent thought.
Yeah, we got a new track. Hurricane and Jordan, get ready. Who knows? That shit might come out Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, it's Thanksgiving now. Happy we tricked the Indians and killed them day. Hey!
It's as if they are reading from a script written by someone else. A script they may not even realize they are following. Interactions with such individuals can leave you with an odd feeling of hollowness. You might notice.
Yeah, and what makes it even more crazy is this, and this is real diabolical. You know, The Price is Right still come on. You know, Wheel of Fortune still come on. You know, Jeopardy still come on. That's the last smartest show on television. You know, soap operas still come on. You know, these so irritating fucking commercials that pop on at the same time, no matter what channel you change it to. It's the programming that helps out also. Movies, remake, rehash, remash. Keep you dialed down in that fucking state. Keep you down. No creativity, no taking risks. That's also a factor too, you know, like outside of human interaction. You're being programmed through the media to regurgitate, help regurgitate all the other shit that you been regurgitating from people. You know, it's wild. Poor turkeys. They be running for their life around this year.
That the conversation remains on superficial topics, circling the same cultural touch.
Yep. Let's talk about superficial topics. All I hear is, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about getting a free handout from the government. Because the government can. I don't hear nothing else. Anyone that's talking spiritual, we looked at like we fucking crazy. Looked at like we fucking crazy. I be at the bus stop. It says like 6 people at the bus stop. One of those motherfuckers is spiritual or at least open-minded enough to listen to a intellectual conversation. Everybody else been that bullshit. Even at the job, everybody else the same shit. Sports, money, drugs, and fucking around, free handout, and God. That's all I fucking hear. No one is talking about unlocking themselves. No one's talking about any other shit on empowerment. And there was only one chick at the job. I think she was a dyke because like she dressed like it and it kind of looked like it. But when I mentioned something about shadow work, she pop up out of nowhere and be like, yup, you own it. You right. I'm like, oh shit. Yup. See, I see you know what I'm talking about. Everybody else is going to be like, I'm fucking crazy. And I wanted to talk to her some more, but she worked in the suites and I was working the floors doing, the Tiger Stadium and shit. 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and the main floor. She was working in the suite section where the rich folks be at and shit. So I was like, shit, I can't talk to her even if I wanted to. They got the whole motherfucking shit barricaded off. Once they got the workers in there, they block off everything. No one goes in there. No one goes to that area. But the cleaners that's cleaning up. I was like, son of a bitch. I wanted to steal a motherfucking bottle of liquor. Allegedly.
Points or trivial complaints. They may be capable of small talk, but the moment the discussion turns toward deep questions about purpose, morality, or the nature of reality, they deflect, change the subject, or recite well-worn cliches. This is not to say that quiet people, or those uninterested in philosophy, are necessarily soulless. The distinction lies in presence. A souled person, even in silence.
They got 8 to 9 different COVID shots. That shit crazy. Hell yeah. Yeah. And they still got these ads. I thought they were supposed to get rid of these ads that's motherfucking promoting the shit that's killing people. There's like, yo, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, those motherfuckers in hearings. And it's like, I'm talking about like it is out that they motherfuckers fuck people up. I covered some of this shit on the motherfucking HHN special reports. It was like, yo, but nah. They banking on people not to do their research. They banking on people not to ask questions. They banking on that shit. And like the ones that do, you know, like we looked at like we fucking crazy. But shit, like I said, like the next thing they start and motherfuckers fall for it, they deserve to die. And if they say anything to me on like, you better put on a mask, I'm blowing their fucking head off. No, allegedly. Like these motherfuckers got the nerve to motherfucking follow the bullshit, get tricked, and get tricked again. Y'all niggas retarded. Y'all deserve to die. like niggas, I'm like real shit. And if you get in my way, I'm knocking your fucking block off. Like what the fuck? Say anything to me. Look at me wrong, B. You know what I'm saying? I would be like Mekhi Phifer in that motherfucking Paid in Full when he was in the car. Anybody look at me wrong, nigga? I forgot that dialogue, man, but I know that nigga Mekhi Phifer was in the zone.
Carries a certain awareness, a quality of being there that you can feel. A soulless person, on the other hand, can be physically present, yet strangely absent, like an actor on stage whose eyes betray no real engagement with the role. Blavatsky described this absence as the loss of the higher mind, living entirely in the realm of lower desires. They
Yep, loss of the lower mind. Just living in the realm of the lowest desires. Talk about it. Going back to, she said, the eyes. Looking in the eyes, you see a soulless motherfucking being. Eyes are the windows to the soul. You can see it. You can see it.
Act to stimuli, chase pleasures, and avoid discomfort, but without any guiding principle beyond immediate gratification. Consider the co-worker who measures their entire self-worth by office politics, or the public figure who can mimic empathy on camera, yet whose actions consistently reveal a calculated self-interest. This leads to the most unsettling question. How does a person become this way? Is it by choice? Or is something or someone making them? The evidence is unsettling. The structure of our society does not merely allow for the existence of human shells. It may be actively manufacturing them. Modern neuroscience has revealed a truth that mystics would recognize. As much as 95% of our lives are run by unconscious programming. Our brains are designed to conserve energy. So much of what we think of as will is actually the echo of past influences. Those influences are not random. The first and most crucial stage of this programming happens in early childhood, up to about age 7. Our brain.
I woke up at the age of 5 with the experience that scared the fucking living hell out of me. Being hit with a bright, shining fucking light, and then suddenly I have a shitload of wisdom and awareness. That shit was fucking crazy. But after that shit happened to me, everybody that was around me, I knew, I felt it. I seen it in their eyes. Like, you motherfuckers ain't right. Any of you, all you motherfuckers are fucking wrong. I'm talking about like that's what was in my head. Like that was the red alert, like Star Trek. Red alert on screen. This is Captain. I can't even get a character. That shit's so fucking funny. But yeah, let's get back to it.
Operate in a theta wave state, a receptive, almost hypnotic condition. We absorb the tone of our parents' voices, the emotional atmosphere of our home, and the unwritten rules of belonging without any critical filtering. These patterns are not thought through. They are installed. Our social systems then reinforce this state. Education, in most of the world, is not designed to awaken curiosity. It is designed to produce compliant, predictable citizens and workers.
Exactly. I said this before on other lives. I gotta say it again. John D. Rockefeller said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. School ain't doing shit but to teach you how to be a well-paid fucking slave. Now, this is not a shot to academia, not a shot to y'all. I know most motherfuckers value education. I love the show. It's a different world now. Different, yeah. These are a chance to make it. Different world was the shit. It was about school. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it don't do nothing but teach you how to be a well-paid slave. Even the phone agrees. And that was my that was my producer. The fuck you just sent me? Oh shit. I don't even got that beat. I think he said something about sniper beat. I gotta check it out to see if I got it. But and plus if I do got it, I probably shit. Wait. Okay, now he sent me a voice message. All right, cool. That's Phenom, y'all. Hurricane be working. Jordan sent me something. I think Phenom just sent me another beat. You know, if not, I probably already got it, but who knows? But shouts out to everybody. What I was saying before I saw his message. Oh fuck it, it'll come to me.
Children sit in rows, follow schedules dictated by bells, and learn that obedience
Oh
is
yeah. I was saying about John D. Rockefeller. You know, like he don't want a nation of motherfucking thinkers. He want a nation of workers. And you train to be a well-paid slave. I'm not. Shout out to academia. Okay, yeah. Now, if you use your academia as a weapon against the powers that shouldn't be, then you're a bad motherfucker. Because that's what you're supposed to be using it for. To help your people and to motherfucking overcome the bullshit in this goddamn crazy ass system. Now, they hated Frances Cress Wilson. She was a bad motherfucker. They hated Dr. Neely Fuller. They didn't want to listen to him. I'm talking about, like, there's a lot of people that use academia against the powers that shouldn't be. And if you want to be in that field of academia, just know they want you to be a well-paid slave. So you use your academia to be like, fuck it, I'm about to start my own fucking business. Bitch. You feel me? All right, though, bro. Stay up. Thanks for coming through. Shouts out to everybody. I know it's probably either early or late. I know it's probably going on 7 o'clock in the UK. Shouts out to Vonta. Should be like going on what, like it's like 2 o'clock. mean, what? Going on 2 o'clock. So it's like 1 o'clock in Chicago. Should be like 11 o'clock in California, love. And shout out to everybody else in their respective time zones.
Audit while dissent is punished. The goal is not to cultivate unique perspectives, but to standardize outcome. Mass media takes over where schooling leaves off.
Yep, what I say. We went back to the motherfucking TV. Mass media takes over where school left out. Once you get out of school, you get brainwashed by some more bullshit. And then we go outside and play, and you hang around other kids that's on that bullshit. And that's a whole fucking cycle of bullshit. But the kid that thinks, the kid that's thinking outside the box, we get called weird. We get called lame. We get called nerd. But what motherfucker don't understand is, bitch, we nerds made your fucking cell phone, you fucktard. We made your fucking TV, you asshole. Y'all don't know about the ones and zeros and the robotics and the fucking digits that we gotta put in place and our fucking hypotheses and all the parentheses we put the words in. But I'm saying, y'all seen the movie Revenge of the Nerds. But some of these motherfucking nerds are evil as fuck. Hashtag fuck Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers thought you was getting picked on in high school and become a cop. No, this motherfucker got picked on in high school and became Bill Gates. Like, what the fuck? I'm about to kill the world. Fuck killing black people in the street. I want to kill the world. Bitch, I'm Mr. Burns, bitch. We got some motherfuckers. I just want to fund the chaos. Hashtag fuck George Soros and Clobbered and Piven. They're keeping up the civil unrest. Look them up.
Is drawn toward narratives crafted to maintain emotional arousal without genuine resolution. Fear cycles in the news, endless consumer temptations in advertising, outrage in political discourse. Each message leaves an imprint, creating a consensus reality in which certain questions are never asked. The cumulative effect is profound. We believe we are making choices what to buy, who to vote for, what to value. But these choices often fall within a narrow set of options, presented to us by the very systems that benefit from our compliance. From the Gnostic perspective, this is the work of the Archons. From Blavatsky's angle, it is the tide that pulls us away from spiritual ascent. In contemporary terms...
And mind you, Hitler was studying this bitch. Mind you that. Hitler was fucking with this bitch. This bitch got her knowledge from ancient motherfuckers from around the goddamn world. Came back, started a society. I think it was the Thule Society, the Thule, whatever the fuck. Secret knowledge. Knowledge that the fucking evil motherfuckers are using right now against us. These, like I say, they know who the fuck we are. And they also know if we unlock ourselves, it's over. What was real dangerous is people like me. I'm the divine weapon. Most of y'all are divine teachers. Some of y'all are divine healers. Some of y'all are divine fucking watchers. Recon. Overwatch. Some of y'all are divine people that like to take care of animals. Some of y'all are going to be the divine cook. I'm the divine warrior. And they don't want that. Because we're going to be motherfucking fighting in the name of good and what's righteous. In spite how I say fuck the government, kill them all. Nigga, I'm supposed to say that. That's my fucking job. And even if I was like this, I would be saying fuck the government because I'll be with my ancestors. Saying fuck these colonizing evil fucks. Let's go out in the blaze of glory. Well, go out in the blade of glory. spark this up. Smoke weed every day.
It is the self-perpetuating loop of social and cultural programming. The language changes, but the effect is the same. A world where living as an automaton is easy, and living as a conscious soul is rare.
Yep. Real shit. We have a hard ass motherfucking life, y'all. When all we got to do is just give up and give in to the system. But our spirit, our soul is saying, no, I will not comply with this fucking system. Shouts out to y'all because y'all have awoken and y'all still doing the work. Y'all still doing the shadow work of knowing ourselves. And I'm glad that y'all doing it. And y'all revolution, no matter what it is going to be glorious. You're going to slay all the enemies in that battlefield. I'm proud of y'all. If ain't nobody told y'all, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm proud of y'all for staying strong. I'm proud of y'all for not giving up and giving in to this fucked up system. I'm proud of y'all for not self-deleting. I'm proud of myself for not self-deleting. Because I thought about it daily.
System, by design or by inertia, rewards the shell. It prefers compliant, predictable people who don't question the program. The soulless don't just blend in. They often rise to the top. The evidence is unsettling.
Yeah. It's unsettling because it makes me want to kill somebody. But is I'm killing them because I want that position, or is I'm killing them because life is unfair for the spiritual and they give the soulless everything because they're going to comply, they're going to bend the fuck over. I don't even think these motherfuckers care that they doing it. But some of these celebrities that do self-delete, I think those was the one that probably had a soul and realized their soul was being diminished by the goddamn system that they became a part of. I'm tired of sacrificing kids. Blam. Some realized that they got a lot of questionable suspect pictures or videos about them. Like, oh shit, I can't live no more. Blam. Some take the jail sentence like, fuck it. I don't gotta be in society no more. Nigga, lock me up. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Nigga on some don't be admitted shit. I think those are the ones. And some, I forgot who said this. I think it was George Carlin. But somebody said that there are star whackers out there. What's a star whacker? Pause. Pause again for safety. A star whacker is a nigga that kills celebrities. I don't know if it was George Carlin that said it and mentioned it, but one of these comedians said that niggas get hit by motherfucking star whackers. Pause. Pause again. And then you go back and you think about all these crazy ass mysterious deaths in hotels and in bathtubs and shit. It's wild. It's fucking wild. Star whackers.
Our entire system seems designed to put our souls to sleep. The program is running. So, how do you pull the plug? How do you resist? The final and most important step is awakening, but it comes with a cost. If the system is designed and suppress the soul, then awakening becomes an act of quiet rebellion. But make no mistake, resisting the program is not without cost. The moment you begin to see the strings, you are no longer playing the role the system assigned to you. And systems, by their nature, push back against those who refuse to follow their script. The first stage of awakening often feels like alienation. Friends.
Yeah. Friends, family. I was just about to say, you're going to have to isolate yourself. And when you come out that motherfucking isolation or that hermit phase and that sun is shining on you, you got your glistening armor on, dual wielding 2 big ass blades, got blades on your back, photon cannon at the hip, walking with stoicism and courage. And the first cop step up, get decapitated. Blah!
May notice your changed perspective and label you paranoid or overthinking. Colleagues might find you
or crazy or difficult. Like, nope, I'm just calling out the bullshit. Shit that people are afraid to say and do. So I'm gonna be the one to do it because everybody act like a bunch of bitches. And I call motherfuckers out like I'm at that phase now. And I've been on that phase since like motherfucker last year. It's like, yo, it is what it is. Saying how it is. You don't like it. Fuck yeah. Everybody else saying do whatever the fuck they want, and it's the craziest shit, and everybody laugh. But I say some real shit, there's crickets or pushback. Fuck your God. Like, nigga, literally, I am he that sits on the throne, nigga. The God of windstorms and fire, motherfucker. But I'm at the age of growth, so I don't ask for worship. I just ask that y'all gain y'all courage to take down y'all government. I did my thing already. I want y'all to do yours. But it feels good to be back. I'm back in a vessel, but y'all should see my infinite spirit form. I'm a bad motherfucker. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, just transferred. And then Hurricane has transferred to me. Hurricane. You know what I'm saying?
difficult because you question procedures. Even family can grow uncomfortable when your values no longer mirror theirs. Grow uncomfortable when your values no longer mirror theirs. This is the social immune system at work, attempting to draw you back into conformity.
Yeah. Yep. If everybody do that bullshit, try to guilt trip you, gaslight you, put you in shame, guilt, and regret. Like, we want you to think like us. Well, let me tell you something. My mama was stupid, selfish, and stubborn. I could not. I repeat, I could not be that. Stupid, selfish, and stubborn, and on drugs, can't keep a roof over your head. No, I refuse to be that. I learned from others, like, I need to stay ahead of the game. Be ahead of my rent, be ahead of my fucking bills. So I could kick back and relax and not complain or not complain, worry. To me, worrying is worse than complaining to me. You can hear motherfucker talk all day, but that worrying shit, worrying comes with an energy. Worry comes with an energy that's very, very depressing. And the mind fuck that you put yourself in when you worry, when you got to come to the realization, the shit that you worried about has not even fucking happened. That's the mind fuck. The shit you worrying about has not even happened. You haven't asked the question. You haven't even made the move. You're stuck. Rather it's because of fear or you're stuck because you're confused. But at the end of the day, when you worry, there's something about that shit. It's draining. It's sad. Depressing. And it also leads you to not doing shit. It will go to procrastination. And when it comes to procrastination, it ends to a full-fledged laziness. And this will beget the 7 deadly sin, sloth. But according to the shamans, it's a 7 deadly emotion. Because worrying is a fucking emotion that you feel. Get over the ability of worrying, you good. But let me tell you something. Everybody worries. Everybody worries. It's easier said than done to get over worry. Whether it's friends, family, or a lover. When something happens to them, or they're going through something, you're worried about them. It's simple. You're worried about them. You wish you can help them. You wish you can save them. You wish you had somebody that you knew that was close to them to help. You know? At the end of the day, us spiritual people, man, we go through the worst. But we can always go back in time in our mind and be like, if I would have said yes to being a fucking mediocre motherfucker, I wouldn't be going through this. If I would have said yes to just conforming or obeying, I wouldn't be going through this. But you know, if you would have did that, you would have lost piece of yourself. And you said to yourself, I can't lose a piece to myself. I can't lose a piece of myself. I got to stay good, stay righteous because of my own morality, my own personal self. My spirit is saying, don't fucking do it. Even though I know I might be at the top, but like, nope. And then coming to that realization, if the pinnacle of success is being a celebrity or a fucking entertainer in this country or the next, then I'd rather seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for the rest of my fucking life. So I can leave this bitch with a smile on my motherfucking face. No shame, no guilt, no regret. Hopefully I'll be next to the love of my life. You know? I have dreams too.
But this discomfort is the first test. If you persist, something shifts. You begin to see patterns in events that others dismiss as coincidence. You notice how narratives are repeated across different media.
Yep.
You observe your own impulses and realize how many of them have been planted, not chosen. These realizations are both liberating and disorienting. Liberating, because you finally recognize the bars of the cage. Disorienting, because you now must decide how to live outside them, living
Yep.
awake.
And that was a cool part. Now you recognize the bars of the cage. Yeah. You see the bars of the cage. Yelling and screaming like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck the government. I'm in a fucking prison. Oh, they just get some pussy. Oh, they just calm down. You're overreacting. You're overthinking. Just calm down. Yeah, calm down, right? You calm down. And then when you're done calming down, you get back up, you realize you're still in a fucking cage. Okay, yeah, so when you clap the bitch from the back, okay, cool, you calm down. But once you're done clapping, you want to take that nice walk. You walk into some bars in the invisible cage. Let's destroy this motherfucker. Let's destroy this motherfucker. Now, some people will motherfucker still dismiss that. The cage is only in your mind. Okay. We can go that route. When you break the chains of your mind, you still got to deal with reality that put invisible chains around every move you make. Trying to control your speech. You're not fucking free at all. At all. They kill us through the food, through the water, through the air, through the disease. We need to stop that. We need to stop that whole fucking operation. Because that's helping motherfuckers stay asleep. Outside the fucking political and religious dogma, outside of the media and entertainment, you still got the food, you still got the water, the air, and the CDC. Everywhere we fucking go, everything we do, every field of activity, we need to motherfucking change this shit around.
Means accepting a certain level of solitude. You will walk paths others avoid. You will decline opportunities that violate your conscience. You will learn to draw strength from within, rather than from the approval of the crowd. This is not an easy road, but it is the only one that
Yeah, it said you will turn down opportunities. You will turn down opportunities. Like, did I just say some shit like that in another word? But he used the bigger word. Opportunity.
keeps the soul intact. Resisting the program also requires discipline. It is not enough to see through the illusion once. The system works constantly to pull you back, offering comfort, entertainment, and the false belonging of a group that thinks for you. The awakened person learns to meet those needs consciously, choosing meaningful rest over numbing distractions.